So today we're going to be taking a look at the scenario. What if the Ottoman Empire came back? The Ottoman Empire existed for about 500 years, from 12. I don't know where it existed. If you guys know when it existed, then can you guys comment when it was down below? Can you comment when it was on the rise? Because I think it was the collapse after the Byzantine Empire. Yeah, it was after the collapse of the Byzantine Empire. And I don't know, maybe 1199, 1299? Yeah, okay. And they collapsed in 1940, and they collapsed in 1918. But today, they came back in 2026. And yeah, let's jump in. So make sure to slap a like and subscribe, and let's jump into the video. So as you can see, they stretch from northern Algeria all the way to Iran? No. Iraq. Yeah, so they're gonna want to expand. As you can see, they have taken a portion, taken over a majority of the Balkans, and a majority of Ukraine, taken over Crimea, the Donbass region, maybe half of Georgia, half of Armenia, half of Egypt, and they've taken over a lot. But now they're gonna want to expand. So now let's see who they want to go to war with. So down here, they're gonna declare war on Slovenia. I don't know why, but maybe just to solidify their claims in the Balkans. Yeah, okay, let's just jump into the video. And right away we can see Ottoman troops pushing through and capturing almost half of the Slovenian territory. They lose their capital, and Slovenia surrenders. Now let's take a look at the peace treaty. So right away we see East Slovenia get annexed, becomes a part of the Ottoman Empire. And now the Ottomans have expanded a little, but now they're going to want to take on some more powerful countries. So now they're going to go down here into Africa. Now they're going to shift their focus to Africa, and they're going to declare war on Egypt. But that makes Libya join in, and yeah, that is a big problem for the Ottomans. Libya, that is a problem. Okay, so now let's get ready to jump into the war. Ottoman troops push through down into Egypt, and start preparing to take out the entire thing. Yeah, they've taken over a majority of Egypt, and yeah, Egypt looks like they've lost a lot of land. Yeah, they don't even have their capital city anymore. Wait, what's going on in this area? Egypt makes a big encirclement here, and yeah, the entire country is in total collapse. Sorry, sorry, my fellow Egyptians, but the Ottomans have taken over a majority of your land. So and you guys just lost a lot of your coast right here, but now it's pretty much stuck. Libya prepares to fight back and pushes through into Egypt, attempting to make a liberation. That liberation goes kind of well, but is stopped by the Ottomans. And the Ottomans push back through into Egypt, and yeah, they managed to do it. And now there's a big invasion happening all across the entire country, and yeah, it starts not going well for Libya. Who is quick to surrender? Now let's take a look at this peace treaty. Excuse me. So now we see the Ottomans and fully annexing. Oops. I accidentally colored in Nigeria. That was one of the most dumbest things I ever did. No, I never did something dumb. Anyways, we see Egypt gets totally annexed, and Libya loses a part of the land over here, and Libya loses some land over here, and gets fully annexed. So yeah, that was a big humiliation for Libya. Now, Libya should have just stayed neutral, but yeah. So so now we got a big win for the Ottomans, and yeah. They're gonna see if they can take on Algeria. Algeria is a very strong country in Africa, but not as strong as, in real life, but not as strong as Egypt. So yeah, the Ottomans declare war on Algeria. I'm letting you know, if you see this line, then that means the Ottomans have declared war, and if you see the color, that means they're justifying a war. But now they're in a war with. But now the war has just started, and let's get on with this. Ottoman troops push through, but we have a surprising event. Algeria makes an attempt to push and connect up with the Mediterranean Sea, but that actually fails. And the Ottomans just come running in. And yeah, I think their capital, hang on, I'm gonna just place their capital right here. Oops. Yeah, so they're gonna be trying to capture their capital city, which is gonna be a bit of a challenge since the rest of the country is a desert. But don't blame me, I'm literally just trying my best here. Yeah, the Ottomans make a big push and make an encirclement in right here. Algeria attempts to push and break this defense and trying an attempt to push and reconnect with their armies here, but that fails, and the Ottomans take care of it. And yeah, the encirclement gets closer and closer until this area of Algeria is completely wiped out. And the Ottomans attempt to make a spearhead towards the capital, and that goes successfully well, and the capital falls, leaving Algeria to surrender to the Ottomans. Now let's take a look at this peace treaty. So yeah, Algeria is made into a puppet state under the Ottomans, and yeah. But not before losing some land first. First to the Ottomans. Okay, so they're going to be losing some land over here. They're gonna lose some land over here, and it's gonna get pushed down. So yeah, they're gonna be smaller than they were. But Morocco, okay, that is some very valuable land. You're gonna want to get. Okay, Morocco, but shockingly, Morocco. Oh, actually declares war on the Ottomans, but there's a surprising turn, and that is Western Sahara. They want in on Morocco. They want in on capturing some land from Morocco and solidifying their country. Yeah, so they want to be. Yeah, so they're in on grabbing some land in Morocco, and that is gonna be like a two-front war from Morocco, which Morocco can't handle. So yeah, it's time to jump into the war scenario, and we see. Okay, and we see Western Sahara troops push through and attempt to make. Yeah, they capture this little area of Morocco. Oh, and yeah, they make a stop. Well, and the Ottomans, yeah, just doing Ottoman things. Just basically storming the entire country. And there goes Morocco. But it looks like the Ottomans don't want to share. And oh dear. Western Sahara loses their chance of becoming a real country. But we see the Ottomans declare war on the Western Sahara. As a punishment, they take over this area, maybe a bit of that, they lose their capital, and yeah, they're in total collapse. Now let's take a look at the real peace treaty. So now both countries are completely annexed into the empire. And yeah, Morocco is completely one country again. Although it was kind of Spain and France's fault that Morocco and Western Sahara are completely split. But that was that was when they were in their empire times. So yeah, you can't actually blame them. It was not their fault. It was literally in their name. Yeah. The Ottomans have got a big puppet state in. So now the Ottomans have done a lot. Now they're gonna want to solidify, and connect their borders. So they can't build a bridge here, because that's kind of impossible. And yeah, maybe if you take over but I'm just saying, if the Ottomans take over this area, they could become ruler of the Red Sea. But yeah, that's it. That's what they're gonna do. So they're gonna declare war on Eritrea. They're gonna declare war on Eritrea. But we see someone else joining the war. Ethiopia. And, Sudan. So yeah, Sudan and Ethiopia want in on this war, since this is a complete chance for them. Okay. And Eritrea, they're completely cooked. Okay. Let's jump into the war. The Ottomans make a landing over here and capture this area of Eritrea, while the Sudanese just doing Sudanese things. Yeah. They just, push in and have, yeah. And the Ottomans and the Sudanese start. Yeah, the Ottomans and take back their land, and a fight breaks out between these two. Meanwhile, the rest of Eritrea, completely falls to Ethiopia. But the Ottomans have had enough. They simply just want to expand, and other countries just keep, and they say other countries keep getting in their way, and that is pretty much like really annoying. They demand that Sudan and withdrawals from their. They demand that Sudan withdraws from Eritrea, and Sudan. Yeah, they're gonna actually have to agree and give their occupied area to the Ottomans. Since if they refused, that would have meant a two-front. That would have meant, yeah. And yeah, Ethiopia is completely pushed out of Eritrea, making them furious. But yeah, Ethiopia is pretty mad. Don't mind me just doing this, because I've got something I want to show you guys. So yeah, peace treaty for Ethiopia, yeah. Complete annexation for the Ottomans. Yeah, so to them it's a win-win situation. And yeah, finally, Djibouti and... Is this Djibouti? Yeah, Djibouti. I'm just going to call it Djibouti. You correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Yeah, the Ottomans finally connect Eritrea and Djibouti. And yeah, after the full annexation, we still see that Ethiopia and Sudan are at war. But yeah, they finally managed to settle it. Yeah, so now, how are the Ottomans? Yeah, I think, and yeah, Sudan, they're actually kind of forced to give this land area to the Ottomans. So now it's completely... So now this area used to be part of Egypt, and the Sudanese claimed it. Yeah, so now it's time. So now the Ottomans are gonna shift their focus over to the Middle East. So I'm actually gonna ask my fellow who helper Siri over here. Ethiopia, don't blame me. Don't ask why, guys. It's just it looks better. Trust me. Yeah, there goes that. That goes there. That goes there. That. Yeah, and oh, look at the time. I gotta go. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. On what if the Ottoman Empire came back. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.